Hi everyone, and welcome to Long Distance Love Tarot channel. I'm Lexa Tarot. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for visiting and stopping by. And for those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much for your support and for making this channel and our long distance family a little bit larger. So thank you for both of you, for both the new visitors and for the subscribers. Let's take a look at what we're going to dive into today in our piles. So I have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And so this week, we're going to look at the overall current energy for your long distance partner. Those are already here. I haven't taken a look at those yet, but I will along with you. And the next thing that we're going to take a look at, excuse me, is I'm actually going to do a live shuffle, and we're going to look at how is your long distance connections, heart, soul, and mind in this long distance connection. So we want to see, or we're going to see, where their heart, soul, and minds are in connection with this long distance connection. But before we dive into the piles that we have here in front of us, let's take a look at how you're going to pick a pile. So one of the things that if you've been watching all my other videos, I always chat a little bit about the easiest way to pick a pile. And I find that just getting like a little jar or a little bag and just writing each individual pile, okay, each number on a little paper. Put the little square paper in there with the number, and just think about your partner. Ask for your intuition, your inner guidance, your spiritual guides, your mentors, spiritual teachers, angels, archangels, whomever you feel inclined to call upon. Ask them for clarity to help you pick a pile that connects with your situation, with your connection. And once you do that, just shake it, close your eyes, pick a number, and it's as easy as that. Open it up, and then that's the number, or that's the pile that you should pick. Again, these messages are general readings. So take the things that resonate and that connect with your connection, and leave behind the one that don't. Enough of that. Let's jump into finding out what's going on with these piles. So right now you could pause the video, or you can also just stay tuned, and I'm going to get ready for pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's take a look at what your partner's long distance partner overall energy is currently. Again, this is timeless, but let's take a look at what's here. So for the first card, we have, this could be the 1. Overall energy, it is safe for you to love. Overall energy for your partner, your long distance partner, we have chop wood and truth be told. Okay, so let me tune in to the energy here of each card. All right, so here I find that if you chose this pile, chances are that your long distance connection, your partner, could be feeling that they've met, or they feel that their connection between the both of you is a romantic one, is one that they want to pursue. They feel that maybe in this connection with you, that you could be the one they want to be with, right? Or they want to settle down with. As the hidden energy we have, it is safe for you to love. Talks about your partner's ability to open their hearts and to give and receive at the highest energy for both of you mutually. So basically, they're opening themselves up to expressing how they feel. Then we have chop wood. And so what I'm getting here is, while your partner or your person or your significant other is in their day-to-day life, they're pretty much wrapped up with what they're doing. And this is actually a good thing, because they're trying, I feel, to manifest certain things in this relationship with you. Okay? And so when they're busy trying to go through their day-to-day routine, it gives the opportunity for what they're manifesting to kind of start moving along. Okay. So in other words, what I'm picking up here is like when you plant a seed in the soil, right? You really want this beautiful plant. You want this, beautiful potted plant to grow. You have to give it time to process. You have to give it time to grow. You have to give it time to blossom. You can't look at it every single day and expect a change, right? So one way I kind of relate this card is to someone who wants to manifest, or someone who's manifesting or wants certain things to happen in the relationship, but they're so busy at focusing on hoping that it happens very quickly or it happens now. For them to kind of, take a step back. And when you take a step back after you manifest, you allow the universe to bring what you manifest towards you. Okay? So this card to me talks about just focusing on the day-to-day routine. Okay, so chances are this is what they need to do or what they're doing. Okay, focusing on their day-to-day routine, and through that focusing of whatever it is that they're doing, they might get inspired, or they might allow this manifestation to take place. Okay, and so with truth be told, here it makes it kind of connects with what is here, the prior card, which is it is safe for you to love. So chances are that maybe your partner, I feel, is ready to open their hearts. As you see, the window here is open. The owl's window is open and hearts are coming out. And so I feel that in this situation, that they are in the headspace to be open for honest communication. Okay, they're ready to share some truths. They're ready to call a spade a spade. Okay. You could see the owl chest area or heart area is open. And so to me, this says, and it feels like they're ready to speak their truth. They're ready to speak about the truth about themselves, maybe their needs, their wants, perhaps even the feelings that they feel of you being the one for them. Okay. I also get the feeling that they are kind of trying to maybe perhaps not tell you exactly how they feel, okay, in the past, but now they may be ready to move forward and be a little open, okay? I might even say that I'm picking up here that perhaps in their day-to-day routine, they're pretty much thinking about ways to be able to say these things to you, to take off their mask, okay? Not that that's a bad thing. Maybe they're just hiding, right? They're hiding behind this mask, and they may be ready to be open with you and tell you how they're feeling, okay? Let's see how this links together with the rest of the reading. So for now, this is the general overall energy for your partner. That's what I'm picking up there. So let's take a look at how is your long distance connection, your partner's heart in this long distance connection with you. So let's take a look where their heart is at, what's going on in their heart. Okay. So these, I've shuffled them before, but I'll give them an extra shuffle here. And let's take a look where their heart is in this connection. So we have conflict and defeat with authority as the hidden connection. I'm sorry, the hidden energy. Okay, let's get some clarity here. What is pile one's person's heart? What are they feeling? What is their long distance connection's heart in this long distance relationship with the person who picked pile one? Let's see where your partner's heart is at this moment. Actually, I got this one, which is Temperance. It just came out of the deck. Okay. And okay, we got Wheel of Fortune and Knight of Swords as the hidden energy. All right, let's take a look here. What I pick up. All right, so right here, right away, I can pick up that emotion-wise, they are a little bit conflicted in the heart about maybe this long distance connection. Nothing negative. I don't pick up anything negative as far as like about you specifically. I just feel that it's maybe the time apart, or maybe certain things that are happening in their lives is causing some type of mental conflict, okay? So they're having a lot of thoughts and ideas happening in their mind, okay? This talks about what's happening in their mind versus what's happening emotion-wise, right? So here, I feel that this is the energy that they're portraying to everyone and to you. This stern, strong individual who is very secure and composed emotionally, okay? But in their mind, they're a bit conflicted, upset, you know, feeling a little bit defeated by perhaps a situation with the fact that it's long distance and they miss you. Or maybe they have their own situations that are perhaps happening on a day-to-day basis, maybe at work, maybe family, okay, that could be adding to this conflict, to this stress, to these ideas that they're having in the back of their mind. I also see here temperance. And temperance talks about having patience, okay? Having patience, being able to balance things. Balance maybe work and home life, maybe balancing the distance between this relationship, the distance between them and you, okay? So this talks about them kind of trying to find that balance in their heart, you know, between the feelings that they have for you versus the feelings of having anxiety or being upset at having this long distance relationship. So it's kind of looking like I feel balance, okay? Trying to merge things together, trying to make a harmony, trying to harmonize these two elements, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune here. So the Wheel of Fortune, for me in this connection, could talk about a changing of cycle, okay? They might be feeling this way at the moment with a lot of thoughts in their minds, but maybe this will soon change, okay? It could also talk about divine timing. So finding this balance and this harmony, and they are probably thinking in their hearts, well, you know what, I just have to resort to divine timing to take its place here so that I can move forward with this connection. They really do want to rush in here, in this relationship, with a lot of ideas, okay? Because we have here the the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is about rushing of ideas, of thoughts, of being impatient, okay? You know, it does also, I'm picking up that it's also about kind of like wanting to rush in and say what I need to say, is what I'm getting. You know, trying to rush to you or come towards you with the feeling of, I want to talk about what's in my heart. I want to talk about what I'm thinking, because we do see the swords, and I want to just rush and kind of talk to you about this. That's the impression that I'm getting here, which makes sense because, again, it aligns with this overall energy that we got from this pile. Okay, so this is what's in their hearts. Okay, let's find out what's in their soul. So how is your long distance connection soul in this long distance connection partnership with you? What is in their soul for pile 1? What is in their person's soul? What is it that they truly have in their soul? How is it that they feel in their soul about this connection? Oh, okay, sorry. I'm just kind of, there we go. That flipped out. So that's heartache and loss. Okay. Let's find out what other card. We have solitude. Whoops. With accelerated motion. Okay. Let's take a look at, let's find out more clarity on this. So far we have for the mind, for the soul, we have heartache and loss. We have solitude and accelerated motion. Let's get more clarity. What is it that they're feeling in their soul about this long distance connection? What is the pile one's person's feeling in their soul about this connection? We have the Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups. All right, so let's take a look what's going on in their soul. So these two cards just fell out of the deck, and these are the two that we shuffled out. So here right off the bat, I see that in their soul they are feeling a sense of loss and heartache about this connection. Chances are it's perhaps the distance, it's perhaps the feeling that you're the one, as we saw in the overall connection, and they're feeling a sense of separation, okay, of emotional pain, emotional sadness, of hurt, okay, and perhaps this hurt is what's causing them to take a little time out and kind of go within, okay, and try to reflect upon what it is that they're feeling and perhaps why they're feeling what they're feeling, and maybe taking that step back. They're also trying to manifest. I believe I talked about this a little while ago about manifestation, and I was getting this feeling from this pile that is what was going on here. Trying to manifest something and giving it time to actually come to fruition by just paying attention to their daily routines and kind of taking their mind off of it. So here, the soul, what's happening in the soul is that they really want to put in motion this connection, the feelings in this connection. They want to move things along, and they want to be able to do that very quickly. This is also a card of travel, okay? So maybe in the bottom of their soul, right, in their inner self, they really want to be able to travel to see you, or you to see them, okay? They're really trying to tune into that desire, wishing upon a star, manifesting, wanting this connection to evolve. And I see here that the energy that is being felt here in the soul is one of desire. There's a lot of passion here. And don't worry about the fact that it says Queen of Wands, because it's not about the gender as much as it is about the energy, about the card. And so the Queen of Wands is a person who's focused, who has desire, who's independent, okay? They're passionate about what they want, okay? And I can see here that your person, they think about you. They think about the times that you guys were together. They have a very nostalgic sense of thinking back about the moments that they spent with you, or the conversations that they've had with you. So they do think a lot about that connection in the past with you, okay? Maybe the last time you saw them. So here with the Two of Wands, it's showing a guy who's or a person, I should say, because there's no gender here. A person who's thinking, okay? And this to me is a person, again, who's thinking about the future. They're planning. And you see in both these cards, they're looking out. Okay, they're looking out. He's looking into out into the mountains, and this person here, she's looking out into the sky, or into the sky. And so I get this feeling of thinking about this connection. This person is thinking about, how do I make this work? How can we make this work? I'm sorry, hold on one second. Just trying to pick up more things here. Yeah, they're planning ahead. They're thinking about what to do going forward. Because at the bottom, or I should say the hidden energy for this card, was the Ten of Cups. Okay, and the Ten of Cups is a beautiful card. It's a card that, it's about divine love. It's about connection. It's about happiness. It's about settling down and that harmonious feeling, right? And connection. And so this is what is going on in their soul. Okay. Let's take a look now at what's happening in the mind. What are they thinking about? So let's take a look. What is this pile 1? What is it that they're thinking about? Pile 1's person. How is this long distance connection for pile 1's person? What is it that they're thinking? What's happening in their mind? How do they view this connection? We have fertility. And the bottom of the deck, we have, again, same card that we had before, Six of Cups. It's called Memories of Love in this pile. Interesting. Let's take a look. Let's clarify this a little further. What is pile 1's person, significant other, partner? What is it that they're feeling? What is it that they're thinking? What is on their mind about this connection? So we have the Ace of Wands that wanted to pop out there. What is on their mind as far as this connection is concerned? Person in pile 1. Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Interesting. They want to be a little quiet about it, huh? All right, so let's take a look here. So we have what's happening in the mind, or how is it that they are, what is their perspective when it comes to what's going on in their mind about this connection. So we have the fertility card here, and this card is talking about growth. Okay, it's talking about nurturing. Okay, it's interesting because I was making a reference earlier about planting a seed and watching it grow. And it's interesting how this card comes out, which has all these branches and leaves. And fertility, this card really focuses on growth, on nurturing, okay, on nurturing a connection. And I feel, because I see this heart chakra, this green circle, is, to me, it's I'm picking up like growing from the heart. Okay, growing feelings, growing and nurturing what is what's present here, because remember, your person feels that you could be the one. Okay? And so it also talked about open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And it's interesting how this came up as what's going on in their mind, that they're thinking about this growth, they're thinking about this nurturing, about perhaps opening their heart. Again, what was seen in the overall energy for your partner was them opening up their hearts. Okay? So that's what this card is energy is about. We also have the Memories of Love. Now this deck is called Memories of Love, but it's the same exact card as the Six of Cups. And so again, it's saying they're focusing on nurturing and thinking about the growth of their emotions, of their feelings, of opening their hearts, as they're also thinking about the times you guys spent together, conversations had. Okay? So here we saw the Knight of Swords. Now this is, King of Swords. So here we see the King of Swords, and this is a person who is quiet, who's reserved, who doesn't show their emotions. Very interesting, because this is the first card that came out, or I should say the hidden energy card that came out for the heart. Okay, this exterior that they're showing, but meanwhile they have this feeling of pain, conflict, and all these other emotions that are happening. So this card, the King of Swords, is talking about not sharing those emotions, not talking about what's being felt, pretty much keeping it all in the mind, thinking about all these things, but not saying it and not sharing it. However, there may be a breakthrough, okay? Because here the Ace of Swords talks about a breakthrough of clarity, okay? Clarity of the mind, thinking, okay? Having a new thought, a new way, a new perspective to see and to view the connection, okay? Or this connection. And so with the Knight of Pentacles, I get the feeling that it talks about the value. They value this relationship. And that's what I'm picking up here. They value this relationship. They want some type of stability here. And so this energy of value, of stability, is what they want to bring in this relationship. They want this to manifest. Okay? Let's see here. What else am I picking up? Yeah, there are a lot of cards here that pretty much confirm where their overall energy is. Okay, it pretty much is saying the same thing that was in the earlier cards. I'm trying to see here. So yeah, that's all the message that I have for this pile, for pile 1. That's pretty much how they're feeling, what they're thinking, and what's happening in their soul as far as this connection with you. Okay, let's take a quick look at the angel numbers. So I'm going to pull out some numbers here, and what you need to do is just go on the on your whichever search engine you use, and just type in angel number and then the number that comes out here for additional advice for your pile 1. Okay, so I'm gonna close my eyes here and just pick a number. So the first number that we have is 39. So we have number 39. Okay, and the next number is, all right, so I got 24. So type in the numbers, or look up the number, angel number 3924, for additional advice for your pile 1. So I want to thank you again for stopping by. I hope that you were able to connect with some of these messages here today. Again, we looked at your partner's current energy, their heart, their soul, and their mind, and how they view all that in your long distance connection. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you liked this video, give it a click, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you would like, please share this video or this channel for other people who are in long distance relationships, so that we can make this small family grow into a larger one. And again, thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Tune in, because next week we're going to do the same exact reading, but instead of looking at and focusing on your partner, we're going to focus on you. Okay? See you then. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you so much for stopping by. And here we have your partner's overall current energy in this long distance relationship. After we take a look at this, I'm going to shuffle, and we're going to look at your long distance connections, heart, soul, and mind, and where those 3 things are at in your long distance connection. So let's just hop in here and see what this talks about today. So your partner's overall energy, it says it's calling in your soulmate. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Stay optimistic about your love life. The next card, a change in the wind. And the last card with the overall energy is between worlds. So let me take a look here. Let me bring this down a little bit. Let me connect with the energy here of these cards. Okay. So your partner's overall current energy in this connection is they're praying, they're visualizing, they're really trying to call you in. They feel that you may be their soulmate, okay? And because they feel that you may be their soulmate, they're really trying to make sure that they're trying to bring in as much help as they can from the divine. Whether it's through prayers, through affirmations, through visualizations, through even manifestation. Perhaps they're trying to manifest this connection to happen, to be stronger. Okay? So here it says, stay optimistic about your love life. So positive thinking positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So here I feel, I'm taking this energy here, but I'm looking at it within the context of their overall energy. And I feel that the reason why it's talking about staying optimistic is because there's a lot of just not so happy vibes here. Okay? It might not be related to you. It might just be related to just the act of things in separation and just not being together. But perhaps this staying optimistic is here is because your partner may be going through a period of time where there's a lot of changes happening. So either there are some changes that are happening now, or that they're currently happening right now, or it's up and coming. Okay? So these unseen changes you may feel from your partner that they may be out of sync with you, or that you may feel that perhaps that they're not connecting as deeply as they were, or maybe that there's a disconnect. You may feel that, yes, my partner cares about me, but I feel like they're going through some changes. And so this card I pick up is just transformation. This person is going through some period of transformation. And transformation isn't always a bad thing. It might not feel great while you're going through the moment of transformation or the period of transformation, but the result is usually for the positive, right? Because you have to break things down in order to build anew. Okay? So here, I feel the storyline continues from this card, okay, into this card, which is called Between Worlds. And here I pick up, again, transition, the process of change, of growth, and your partner kind of feeling in between worlds, in between what was in the past and moving forward to what they want things to be. And so this transition coming from what was, I feel that this is where perhaps they're coming from this space. We see the dark clouds, the lack of color, the lack of vibrant color on this side. It looks a little dreary, right? And they're heading into a brighter side. So they're in between this period of transformation, of transition, going from where they were to where they want to be or where they will be. Okay, so they're in that space of not being here nor there, just kind of in transition. All right, so let's see how this ties in to the rest of the reading. We're going to do a live shuffle here for the heart. So let's find out, how is your long distance connection Whoa, okay. How is your long distance connection partner? Um, where is their heart in this long distance connection? So, what is happening in the heart of pile number two's person? Where is their heart in this connection? Where is their heart in this connection? For the partner, for pile two's partner, where is their heart in this connection? Where is their heart? Okay, this one wanted to flip. Okay, all right, so they flipped. Okay, we have obstacles and challenges and patience. Okay, and the bottom of the card we have foundation. Okay, let's get some clarity here on the heart. Where is okay, we got Ace of Wands. Wow, these are just like flying out, really. It's a lot of, another one just flew out. Okay. Where is their heart in this connection? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords along with the Hermit. All right, so let's see how all this fits in. So I'll put the two that popped out up there. All right, so let's review what came out. Okay, I think these two popped out and then these two we drew. So the ones that popped out on their own was patience and planning and obstacles and challenges. So I get the feeling here that your partner is going through, again, a period of change, okay? And change and transformation all focus on obstacles and challenges. So that this is what they're feeling right now. They're really going through this period of things breaking down. As you see here, it looks like there's like a little trail here, and it's broken. So they're feeling that they're going through these obstacles and challenges, and they're trying to remain patient while trying to plan on how they're going to overcome these challenges. You know? I'm also getting that they want, because the Seven of Patience and Planning in this deck is the same as the Seven of Pentacles. And so here, in their heart, they're really willing to invest in this relationship with you. They really want to work towards making it work. But there are a lot of, whether they're a lot or a little, I don't know, but I definitely pick up that there are challenges here that are happening. But at least we know that they want to invest in this relationship. And perhaps they want to invest in this relationship because they want this harmony and this stability. This is the Four of Wands in the Rider deck. And this deck is called Foundations and Achievements. So they do want to invest. They want this relationship to grow, despite the obstacles and the challenges that they may be facing, because they want the stability in this relationship deep in their heart. But they also know that they have to be patient. Okay? And that might mean having to go deep within and reflect. Because they're really going through a period of transformation that's causing a lot of anxiety and worry. I would even say that they're even having a hard time sleeping, or they're having nightmares or insomnia. That's how much stress this situation with the changes and the transition is causing them. Okay. We also have here the Empress and the Ace of Wands. So here we have that the Empress is it's intuition, it's growth, okay? It's nurturing, it's wanting things to take root, the birth of new ideas, the fertility, things growing, okay? And we have the Ace of Wands, which is the energy of just being motivated and being inspired. So there is a sense of the opportunity, okay? Because the aces, a lot of people say that it's the beginning of, and to me, it always feels like it's the opportunity for, okay? So there's an opportunity here to be able to continue to be motivated, to use the intuition, to reflect, to be patient despite of the obstacles that are in the way, and despite the perhaps feeling of insomnia and anxiety and worry that these challenges and obstacles may stir up inside of your partner. Because in the end, they want to grow, they want to invest in this relationship so that they can have this foundation, this harmony, this stability, this long-term commitment with you at some point. And so this is what I feel that's coming across for what they have feeling, the feelings in their heart in regards to this connection. So let's take a look at the soul. What is happening? What's going on in their soul in relation to the connection with you in this long distance partnership? So what is Pile 2's person's soul? How is it that they feel in their soul in this long distance relationship? What is it that they're feeling in their soul with this long distance relationship? We have firm foundation and transformation. Again, same message coming across again. Interesting. That's why I love using different decks. Okay, because when you use different decks and there's pretty much all of them are giving you the same message, it pretty much makes it, it confirms that this is the energy that, that we're working with right now. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. That one's just turned over as I'm shuffling. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons I love to use different decks. So let's find out more clarity on what's going on in their soul. Okay, and we have the Two of Swords and the World card. All right, so in their soul, well, they feel that they want a firm foundation, okay? but they're going through this period of transformation first. Again, very similar to the last two cards that came up in the overall energy, a change in the wind, which I mentioned transformation, and the between worlds, which to me is a feeling of transition. And again, same message here when it comes to the soul. They're really going through a period of transformation. I don't know if the transformation is all emotional, or is, in the emotions, or if it's, with work or with their finances. But we definitely got a firm foundation. And so for this deck, this talks about the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So maybe I would say that this transformation may have to do with perhaps the finances, or things that they value, or something of value. Because the firm foundation is the energy of saving, security, stability, financial stability, or something of value that they feel that's important to them. Okay. So they're really focusing on trying to get a firm foundation in this relationship, whether it's emotional, whether it's an emotional foundation, whether it's a financial foundation, or anything of that. But it's definitely trying to kind of solidify and trying to lock down a sense of security. And again, it echoes, this is the card that just came out by itself, and that Four foundation is echoed again, and it's confirmed by this Nine of Pentacles, which talks about independence. So your partner or your significant other is feeling a self-confidence and maybe a sense of independence when it comes to something of value. And I say something of value because Pentacles, although they do point towards the finances, I've had in other readings that sometimes it's not money. Not everybody values money the same way, but it could be something of value to them. Okay. However, we do have two cards here that are in the that are pentacles. All right. So, we could say that it could be in the financial area. There could be a period of transformation in the financial area. Okay, there could be a sense of maybe wanting to secure a more secure foundation by trying to accumulate more wealth. Okay, and that might be also what they, maybe their perspective right now is. What are they feeling in the soul? Well, they're having a little bit of indecision. It's like they can't see, they can't do anything about a situation, or that's how they feel at least. And again, Swords talks about the mind. And so here they feel in their mind that there is something they can't see clearly, and there's something that they feel that they cannot put into action. Okay, and the World card, again, talks about travel, but it also talks about things changing. In the context of what I see here, and the overview here, the overall energy, a cycle that might be changing here with the World card. So this is how, in their soul, how they're viewing this connection. A period of transformation, firm foundation, a sense of indecision, maybe about two things, a sense of a cycle ending, okay, and a new one beginning. All right, so let's take a look at the mind. What's going on in their mind? What is pile two's person or significant other? What is it that's going on in their mind? What is it that they're thinking in regards to this long distance connection? Let's take a look and see what comes up here. New beginnings. And the back, balance. Okay, let's have more clarity on. All right, let me just move this here over so you guys could see. And let's clarify this. What is person in pulse to significant other? What is their, oh, Page of Swords came up. What is their person, their significant other, their partner? What is it that their partner is thinking? What is it that their partner is thinking in regards to this connection? Justice and the Hanged Man. Okay, let's see what I pick up here. All right, so let's start with new beginning. So here, in regards to their perspective, what they're thinking, what's happening in their mind, what they're perceiving, the connection in their mind is taking a leap of faith, starting something new or fresh, or after this period of transformation, trying to take a leap of faith and seeing how they can continue to view this relationship in a more balanced way. Okay. So here we see in this card, in this balance card, we have all four suits in pictures here. So there's the wands, there's the pentacle, there's the cup, and there's the sword. And so what I'm picking up here is that they feel or they think in their mind that they have the tools necessary in order to be able to take that leap of faith and have a stronger or more solidified beginning once they are out of this pause. Okay? Because like I said earlier, the connection or the energy that I picked up here is that they're neither here nor there. They're just in this period of transition. And in a way, they think in their mind, they have this feeling of, well, I'm kind of stuck there. I'm stuck there trying to get a clear perspective on the matter. Okay, trying to balance what's true, not true, what's fair, what's not fair, to compromise get a sense of, where do I need to compromise? What do we need to talk about? What do I need to do? How can I balance this relationship? It is a long distance relationship, but how do I balance this in the scheme of this whole entire process where I'm in the middle of a transformation and a change in my life? Okay. They're calling in the soulmate, they're calling you, they're trying to stay optimistic in this connection. Okay. So then we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a feeling of starting new ideas, new thoughts. And perhaps what I get here is, again, remember, they're still going through this period of transformation, either currently or heading towards it. So all this is basically the same energy, different decks, but same energy. And here we got, they're thinking about having a new beginning, being able to balance. Okay. Again, perhaps maybe balance this feeling of not being here nor there, of these two worlds, right? Of what was and what will be. Finding this balance, gaining a new perspective, okay? Compromising in their mind, making adjustments of what's fair, what's not fair, and perhaps getting a new ideas and new thoughts of how to manage these obstacles. Okay? Manage these obstacles that they're facing right now. Managing how to overcome this anxiety and this worry, this insomnia, this thinking, staying up at night and thinking about this connection. Because at the end of the day, what they want with you is they want this new passion. They want this firm foundation. Okay? They want that with you. And perhaps this new perspective that they feel that they're trying to work on. Okay? Once they get this new perspective, okay, and they stay optimistic about it, will help them call you in with prayers and affirmations and visualization to make this foundation here in this relationship stronger for this Four of Wands, which is foundation and achievement. This connection, this long or stronger connection between you both, where it's reciprocated, right? Because here we see the family all together. So they want this harmony and this stability, but they've got to balance this out. And that's where their mind is at. How am I going to balance all these issues that are coming up? How am I going to take that new beginning and that step forward? But I need to really take a look at just putting a pause on everything. Okay? Reflecting on what's going on so that I can gain a new perspective and start thinking things in a different way and seeing things in a different way. So that's pretty much the message that I got here for the overall connection, the heart, the soul, and the mind of your partner in this long distance connection, let's take a look at a few numbers here. So I have what's called the angel numbers here, and I'm going to pick 2 strips of paper that have numbers on it, and what you need to do is just go on whichever search engine you feel you want to get on, and just find angel number meaning, okay, and just type in the number that comes out right now. So I'm going to I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm just going to pick at random here, and the first number you get is 11. Okay, so you guys could see that, 11. And the second number is 41. So your angel number is 1141. 1141. Just type that as the angel number meaning. Find out what the meaning is. Once you take a look at that, it's going to give you a little bit of advice on what energy is connected to these 2 numbers, 1141. Okay, so thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you were able to connect with some of the message here in this pile. Again, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. If you like this video, just give it a click thumbs up. If you like, please share this channel to share it with other people who are in long distance connections, so that we can make our small family into a larger family. And of course, if you like what you see in this video and the videos prior to this one, just subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you click the notification button, so that every week when I post, you get a notice saying that Lexa Tarot just posted something up. So stay tuned for next week. Come back. Next week we're going to do the same reading, but instead of looking at your partner, we're going to look at you, your overall connection, your heart, soul, and mind. Again, that's for next week. So tune in, stop by again, and thank you so much for visiting. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 3. Thank you so much for joining. And let's take a look at what we have here for you today. We have the overall current energy from your partner, what your partner's overall energy is, your long distance connection. Once we take a look at this, I'm going to do a live shuffle. We're going to look at your long distance heart, soul, and mind, where those 3 things are in regards to this connection with you. So before we do that, let's take a look at your partner's overall energy. Okay, first card up is wedding. Next card is religious factors. We have building blocks and breathe. Okay, let me tune into the energy here. Okay, so for your partner, I feel that the overall energy here, they are serious about this connection. This situation involves marriage, whether they're thinking about marriage or whether the conversation of marriage has been discussed, is definitely the energy of wedding is here. Now, if it's not that, for some of you, that's what it is. It's you've discussed getting married. Okay. For others of you, it could be that one of you was married once upon a time, okay, and divorced, and so maybe you've discussed your views on marriage, okay, or maybe one of you is currently married, or maybe you're looking at this pile, you picked this pile because maybe your significant other is has relocated somewhere, and so you're, this is actually your spouse. You're looking for, you're looking to gain more clarity on what they're thinking and how they're feeling and all that. So that's pretty much the energy that I get there with the wedding card. There's also religious factors here. Now, it says religious factors, but I feel that it's more than religious factors. There could be here that the love life is influenced by diversity, a diverse culture, maybe a different way you were raised or they were raised versus how you were raised. Okay, so again, remember, this is your partner. So maybe for them, they're thinking about the fact that there is a difference between, how they were raised versus how you were raised, or maybe you guys have different spiritual paths, or, there's differences here. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. But despite that, there may be, for some of you, okay, religious factors here involved, or a sense of, the opposites attract, I would say, is that there is a strong sense of foundation here with this card. So the overall energy that I get from your partner is that they're trying to build a stronger foundation, but they're trying to lay the groundwork for a relationship that's a stable one. Okay, so this is where their overall energy is. Kind of like working towards creating, putting the blocks, the building blocks here, which is actually, the card is called building blocks, but pretty much putting the foundation in so that you can build up from that. Especially if you are, if you guys have discussed getting married or getting married in the future, this is telling me that this is where their head is at, where their overall energy is. They really want to build on this. And the energy that I get here for breathe is that they may want to be in a hurry to do this. Okay, so I get two different energies here. I get the energy of the ones that are kind of really want to rush this. They want to hurry up. They can't wait to get things moving. And so for that, for those partners that are in a rush, this is pretty much saying, take a moment and breathe. And then there's another side that I feel that are building slowly. Okay, that they're building, but they're building this foundation here a lot slower. Okay, so those are the two opposing energies that I get here. A group that wants to get this, wants to hurry up and get this foundation built so that they can, make this official, this commitment official. And then there's a pile there's a group of partners out there who, are really putting in that work and that building block, but they are really just taking their time to make this grow slowly. Okay, so this is the overall energy. Let's take a look at your long distance connections heart. Where is their heart or their feelings as far as this long distance connection. So let's take a look. Okay, so for pile 3, let's take a look. What is pile 3's person or partner, significant other's heart in this long distance connection? Where is their partner's heart focusing on in regards to this connection? What is pile 3's person's heart focusing on in regards to this connection? We have triumphant success, the end of card, discontent and boredom. That's the hidden energy or the shadow energy. Let's take a look. Let's clarify what is their... Oh, we got this one flipped over. We have chariot. Okay. Where is pile 3's person, partner, significant other? Where is their heart focusing on in this long distance connection? What is their heart focusing on in this long distance connection? Partner. We have 5 of Swords and Tower. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, Chariot. Okay, so what I'm picking up here as far as the triumphant success is... Actually, let me start with this one, because this is the shadow, this is the hidden energy, and then we'll talk about this one. So it feels like their energy in regards to the heart is that they feel a little bit of discontent, they feel boredom, they feel maybe detached, okay, or distracted for some reason. And we'll take a look here why they may be happening. Actually, it could be because they're going through a period of transformation or an unexpected change happened. Okay. And we'll take a look at these other cards in a minute. But there is definitely this sense and there's feeling of detachment, of distraction, of unhappiness, okay? However, we have the triumphant success, which would be the Ace of Swords. And this card talks about a breakthrough of clarity, okay? It talks about the mind rethinking or seeing things in a different perspective. So what may be happening here is actually the Chariot is the one that just popped out of the deck. I didn't select it, but it did come out on its own. So here the Chariot is telling me that they really want to move this forward. In their heart, they really want to move this connection forward. They want to be honest with their feelings. They want to communicate how they feel. And so we have the 5 of Swords, which is a feeling of kind of leaving things behind, of seeing people walk away, of separation. So maybe this separation that they feel from you because of the distance is causing a tower moment for them. And it could be the reason why there is a deep discontent or somewhat of a discontent and a feeling of being separated and detached and distracted. Okay. And so with this Chariot energy, I feel that they really want to move this forward. They want to overcome this obstacle, of these obstacles of feeling discontent, of feeling the sense of separation a little deeper than what they expected. They may want, they may be focusing a lot of, this situation maybe involving marriage, or feeling like this person is the one I want, that I love and that I want to get married, or I have these deep, overwhelming emotions for you, the person who picked this pile. And so it makes sense how that would be, a little bit disheartening, feeling, when they're away from you. Okay, when they see you leave or when you see them leave, right? It's a little bit heartbreaking for them. It may be causing this tower moment for them. Okay. But again, deep in their hearts, they feel like we're able to overcome this. We're going to succeed. We're going to be victorious over this situation. They're being hopeful because they're thinking, they're looking at things in a different perspective, and they're seeing things differently. So they're thinking about it in a different way. Okay, so those are the messages that I'm getting for that. Let's take a look at what's happening in the soul. So for pile number 3, let's take a look what's going on in the soul of the person. How is it that they're feeling in their soul about this connection? What is the partner for pile number 3? What is the significant other? What is their partner feeling in this connection with pile number 3's person? What is pile number 3's person, significant other, partner? What is it that their perspective is on a soul level? 1, 2, 3, let's see. Oh, nice. Spiritual union. Okay, let me move this up a little bit here. Spiritual union. In the back of the car, intuition. Nice. This is what they feel in their soul perspective. Okay, pile number 3. What is, we have strength that just popped out. What is person's significant other in pile number 3? What is it that they are feeling in their soul? What is their soul perspective in regards to this long distance connection? Yes, Queen of Swords. In the back of the card, we have the Fool. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here. So again, for what their soul feeling is in this connection with you, is that we have spiritual union and we have intuition. By the way, we have 2 2s. Interesting. Double 2s. Okay, so here I'm feeling they feel very much that this is a strong union and bond, a very strong bond, and they feel this intuitively. Okay, they may feel that you guys are soulmates. Okay, your partner may be feeling like you may be the one that they've always been searching for. Okay, and they want to marry and they see a future with you. Okay, so the spiritual union is a very big attraction, very solid mutual exchange here of emotions. And they feel it at an intuitive level. Okay? They feel it at this intuitive level that even I would say, don't be surprised if when you are thinking of them, they're thinking of you when they text you. And maybe when, you thinking about them, they call you. It's that type of deep connection. They may not say it as often as you may want them to say. They may not express it as much as you may want to hear it. Because here your partner seems to be more emotionally reserved. Okay? They don't sugarcoat anything. They say what they feel. They say what they think. But they may not say too much how they feel. All right? So there's this kind of like emotionless outer shell to them. The way that they show their love may be by just, calling it as they see it, so to speak. But the feeling is there. This might not be for everyone, but it's definitely for some of you. Your partner may be very reserved on saying how much they love and they care about you. But, don't mistake the quietness or the lack of, the love language of words to make you think that it's not present. They are very much in tune with you. And they seem to be intuitive as well. So they feel this connection, between the both of you is that of, perhaps soulmates, twin flames, or you being the one for them. But there's definitely emotion there on a soul level. They may have to, and again, here it says strength. So to me, although I might say that, they need, or they feel that they need a lot of strength because of perhaps this tower moment that may, for some of you, that may, be happening with your partner. But I also feel that this strength is, even talking about this, it's so strong, the bond that you and your person has, or your person, because this is about your partner has with you. The feelings are very strong. Okay? Strong enough to say, I want to take a leap forward and I want to really, put it all out there and start a new beginning. Or think about having a new beginning in a more committed type of relationship, such as perhaps a wedding, getting married, or just moving this relationship up into a deeper commitment. Okay? So that's what I get, the messages that I get from the soul connection. Let's take a look what's in their mind. What is it that they're thinking? Pile 3. What is pile 3's person, partner, significant other? What is it in their mind? What is their perspective in the mind in regards to this long distance connection? What is the long distance? Oh, okay, this one popped up, which is spiritual strength. Let's see, where is their mind in this long distance connection? So let's take a look at the cards here that came out for the mind. Let me put these together. These are the ones that popped out, and these are the ones that were selected. Okay, let's add some clarity to this. Let's have some clarity on the spiritual strength, power, financial, material changes, and positive forward movement. Okay, what is person, significant other, their partner? What is their mind in this long distance connection? Where is their mind in this long distance connection? Page of Cups with Hierophant. Another wedding card. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, let me tune into these vibrations here. Okay, so when it comes to what's happening in their mind, these are the two cards that just popped up on their own. And so here it talks about spiritual strength. Okay, so there is this sense of hanging on or calling upon their faith, their spirituality, to either ground them or to help them with the perhaps differences that are maybe happening in this relationship that may be causing those tensions and conflicts and tower moments between the both of you. So they may be relying on this spiritual strength to help them through these challenges in the relationship. Okay. Not only are they hanging on, not only is your partner hanging on to their spiritual strength, but they're also trying to remain strong emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Okay. So they're trying to really hang on to the sense of power inside of themselves. Because on the outside, we see them as, that everything's okay. Okay, this facade in the outside of everything's okay. In the inside, they know that they need that extra strength mentally, spiritually, and emotional strength to perhaps be able to continue to build that foundation despite those challenges, okay? Despite, the feeling of perhaps of discontent, the feelings that come up with that separation, okay? So Five of financial material changes talks about loss. Okay, so the loss of something as well. Okay. So here might be the loss of perhaps something that they value, or maybe that there is this focus on the loss of financial changes, right? So there have been maybe some changes in finances, changes on what they're able to purchase, what they're able to buy, what they're able to maybe set aside for their financial stability, for that perhaps view of the future, right? So maybe there was a hit or a loss or a change in the finances. And so that is maybe what's on their mind. And I say finances because in this deck, this 5 is actually the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. And so if it's not talking about finances for your connection, it could also be there's a feeling that your partner feels that there's this sense of lack of basic needs, okay, that they feel. That they're either afraid of this or it's actually happening right now, okay, currently in the relationship. But there is this sense of anxiety maybe, okay, about this either financial changes, financial loss, or this feeling of the lack of basic needs that they're unable to provide. And then we have the 8 of positive movement and positive movement forward, which is the 8 of Pentacles. They do have a strong work ethic, though. This is what this card talks about. Okay. And the energy here is the energy of movement, of moving past those obstacles, you know, jumping over the hoops and moving ahead. And so I feel that for this card, for the 8 of Pentacles, they're really trying to think about ways where maybe this loss can be mitigated, could be lessened, okay? And so they're really focusing on growth here, developing a strong work ethic so that they're able to move ahead with the things that they value, of tangible value in this relationship, okay? And so we take a look here at the other 3 that came out. The Page of Cups. Okay. We also have here the Hierophant, which talks about marriage. It is a marriage card, among other things, but it really links up to this wedding card here. So it kind of confirms that this is the energy that we're seeing here. And so the Page of Cups talks about new beginning. Okay? It's the feelings of love, what it says to me. Okay? So it talks about the sense of communication of love, positive news, things moving ahead, but ahead in regards to the area of love, of emotions. Cups talks about emotions, a person's feelings. Okay? And so maybe this is what they're feeling, or the energy they're under of Page of Cups. And it might be that in their mind, they're contemplating telling you about these feelings. Feeling passionate. Okay? Cups is talking about emotion. Wands talks about passion. So this love and this passion may be leading in their mind of them thinking about a stronger commitment, a stronger foundation that can lead to marriage, or to a deeper commitment, or to the next step in your level of commitment from them to you. Okay? So this is what I feel that is happening in their mind right now. They have this feeling of love. They have these emotions that maybe they haven't easily spoken about, okay? For some of you. For others of you, maybe they have spoken about it. So this love, this passion, okay? So this love transformed and changed into passion that will perhaps lead into a more solidified, more long-term type of relationship between the both of you. Okay, so let's see. That's what I'm picking up here for this pile. Well, I hope that you guys resonated with some of these messages here in this pile. Take what resonates, leave the things that don't. I'm going to, actually before I go, let me just take a look here at the angel numbers. So what I want you to do is just jot down these angel numbers and go to your search engine and look under angel number meaning and plug in these numbers that I'm going to randomly select here, and take a look at what message or messages it tells you. So it's a little bit of an extra advice, but instead of me sharing the advices with you that I'm picking up, this is another way of kind of tuning into your intuition and see what the angels have to say about your connection. So the first number that comes up is 27. So we have number 27 here. Okay. And then the next number is 23. So your angel number is 2723. Plug that in under angel number meanings and check out what message, additional message is in store for you. So thank you so much for picking pile 3. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope these messages you were able to resonate. As I always say, this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate and leave the ones that don't. Come back next week, because next week we're going to do the same reading, but instead of looking at your partner's energy, we're going to be looking at your energy, your overall current energy, where your heart, soul, and mind is in this connection, and we'll take it from there for next week. So if you like this reading, give it a like. I'm sorry guys, I'm just a little tired today. Give it a thumbs up on the like. Share this video for other people or with other people who are in long distance relationships, so that we can make our family a little larger. And the third thing is subscribe and click the notification button, so anytime that I post videos, you guys can know that I've posted. And don't forget, try to follow me on Instagram. I'm also on Instagram when I go there weekly, and I share some other spreads as well. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you again for your support, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.